Okay, well, we will welcome folks as they log in, but we can go ahead and get started. I don't want to take too much of your time, but we're happy to see you all. My name is Angie Hayes. I'm the Executive Director of the North Carolina Theater Conference, and joined with us tonight is Tiffany Albright, our Marketing Manager. And we're so happy to see you all. I think we have a mix of students and parents with us to learn about College Day, and it's right around the corner. We kick off our busy fall season this weekend. We might see some of you out on the road at the high school play festival. We have 7 regional play festivals over the next 2 weeks. And then in November, we have our state high school play festival. And then on November 19th is NCTC College Day. So we are going to share just some general information about this event and then take any questions that you have. We want you to get all of your questions answered this evening. In just a moment, I'm going to share my screen and run through a brief presentation, but Tiffany is going to keep an eye on the chat, so please feel free to drop questions in the chat. She will either interrupt me or we'll circle back and get your questions at the end, but drop those in the chat at any time. Tiffany's also going to be sharing important links as we go, but we just look forward to hopefully seeing you all at the event and happy to answer any questions you have. If you would like to be on screen, you are welcome to do so, or you can just stay hidden. I know everybody has probably had a long day, so no pressure to be on camera, but thank you all so much for being here. And I'm going to start sharing my screen. Give me 1 second here. So NCTC College Day, as we said, is coming up on November 19th at Greensboro College. So we're right kind of in the center of the state. Greensboro College is a great partner. They host our state high school play festival every year, as well as College Day. This event has been happening for quite a long time, many, many years. It's had kind of different names over the years, but College Day sort of says it all. This is an event all about helping North Carolina high school students find their best fit college. And we have some world-class colleges and universities right here in North Carolina. So we hope lots of you will take this opportunity to come and meet these schools. So NCTC College Day is a must-do event for any high school students that are thinking about doing theater in college. If you're thinking about majoring in theater, minoring in theater, or even if you just want to do theater in college, this event will help you find your very best fit. And for us, it's all about students finding their best fit. There is a perfect college for everyone, and we're here to help facilitate that process and make that happen. This event is unique because at a lot of college fairs and college admissions events, you're talking with the admissions staff of the college or university. But at NCTC College Day, college theater faculty come, so the people that you and your students will be learning from if they study theater at that school are there to meet you, as well as current college theater majors. So you can talk to the real professionals, which are those that are in the theater programs right now, experiencing what they're like. So it's a unique event. You're not going to get this at a lot of other college fairs. You're going to talk with the folks that you're going to spend the most time with if you choose to go to those schools. So what is there to do at College Day? So College Day is for students in grades 9 through 12, or if you've already graduated high school, but you're thinking about transferring or you took a gap year, anything like that, you're welcome to attend. And students in grades 9 and higher can audition. So you can present an audition piece, and we'll talk more about how that works in just a little bit. And you will audition in front of all of the colleges. So instead of traveling to all of these different colleges to audition for everyone, they're going to see you in one place at one time. Now, some of these colleges may require you to then go into a follow-up audition if you're really interested in their program, but this is a way to get in front of everybody all at once. Or you can present a portfolio. Portfolio presentations are for students who are not actors, but are interested in the production side of theater. So this can be if you're interested in costume design, set design, sound design, stage management, anything that is not audition related, you can present a portfolio. And we'll talk a little more about that in a bit. And then absolutely everybody can attend the college fair. So you can audition, you can present a portfolio, or you can just sign up to visit the colleges at the college fair. If auditioning and portfolios sound overwhelming, that's cool. Just come and meet the schools. And finally, the great thing about this event is you're going to learn about all of the college scholarship opportunities. Many of the schools at College Day have scholarships that they can offer to you and your students. They'll talk with you about what those offers might be, and many even offer scholarships on the spot. So you might walk out of College Day with scholarship offers. So why attend? Scholarship offers for one, but this is a chance to learn about everybody. Yes, you can visit websites and social media, but this is where you can really start to get an idea of the personality of the program. Talking with the college faculty will help you figure out who you like, who you might fit well with. You can experience professional auditions and portfolio reviews. So if you've never been in an audition room with a huge crowd of people, this is your opportunity to start your professional auditioning career. And if you've never presented your work in a portfolio review situation, this is a great time to learn how that opportunity works. And we'll talk a little bit about how that does work and connect with those college faculty and students. I think the fact that you get to connect with college students in the program is even more beneficial than talking with the faculty, because they're going to tell you exactly what their experience is like at that school. So we have 25, I think, colleges confirmed right now to attend College Day. This could increase, doesn't usually decrease, but we've got a great lineup of schools, and this information will stay current on our website. Tiffany does a great job updating this map every time someone else comes on board. But as you can see, we've got colleges from the mountains to the coast. We've got state schools, we've got private schools that have scholarship funding, tiny schools, huge schools, and everything in between. So come and meet everybody that you possibly can. There's tons of people to meet, and it'll be a great time. So the way registration works is there's a $75 fee for students who are auditioning or presenting a portfolio. If you just want to visit the college fair, you don't want to audition or present a portfolio, that registration rate is $45. And remember, everyone visits the college fair. And parents can attend for free. So parents, you can come, you can visit with all of the colleges, make your own choices about where you think your students might want to go to school and what might be their best fit. And you can just come with your students for free. You don't need to register or do anything else. And it's important to note that we do have scholarships available. So do not let financial hardship be an issue. We don't want these registration rates to prevent anyone from attending. If you need a scholarship to attend, the process is super simple. On the registration page of our website, right at the top, there's a code. You're going to go ahead and submit all of your information and register, and then you're going to enter that promo code that's at the top of the page, and that's how you'll request a scholarship. We'll process that quickly and get back to you. We do have limited scholarship funding available. However, based on past numbers, we do think we'll be able to offer scholarships to everyone that applies for one. But I would encourage you to get your application in quickly in the event that we do run out of those scholarship funds. But it's right there on the website. Don't hesitate to use the scholarship code if that can help you get to College Day. So when you go to register, there's a few things you're going to need. You're going to need a photo, which in the industry we call a headshot. It's literally, it can be a selfie, right? It's never been easier to get a headshot. A great picture of your face. You can smile, not smile, show your personality, but just a simple, it does not need to be a professional headshot. If you have that, fine, that's great. If not, any picture will do, but make sure it's just a headshot. So basically what you're seeing in the talking heads of Zoom right now is what we need to see on your application form. And then there's going to be a section where we collect student info. We're going to collect all of the important contact information. And then you don't have to submit a resume or anything like that. You're going to fill out a form online that includes all of your interests and your experiences, what shows you've done, if you've done theater before, what you're interested in terms of big schools, small schools. If you want to do a BA or a BFA, we'll collect that information just so the colleges have a better sense of what you're looking for. And then you don't have to submit a video or anything like that, but you will need a credit card to make your payment. So you'll submit all of that at the same time, or you'll need that scholarship code. And that's all you need to register. You can go ahead and preview. The whole form is on the site. It's not a step-by-step click through. It's all right there. So you can see what you need, gather that information, and then come back and register when you have everything together. So the way this event works, we're going to talk a little bit about the schedule, but obviously due to COVID, we have implemented some different policies over the last couple of years. And one thing that we are doing to keep everyone safe is we are staggering arrivals throughout the day. Everyone will have plenty of time to visit with all of the colleges. We've been doing this for a while. We know about how long it takes each family to work their way through the whole college day experience. So don't worry if you have a later arrival time, you will have plenty of time to visit with the colleges. But we do ask that you please don't arrive any earlier than your scheduled arrival time. We won't be ready for you. You'll just be sitting around waiting. So arrive when you're asked to, please, and we will make sure that your time is well managed and you don't have any time just to sit around and wait. So from 9 to 9:20 in the morning, we'll be greeting our auditioning students who have last names starting A through M. If you are just visiting the college fair, a student that's just visiting the college fair, not auditioning or presenting a portfolio, you'll come next from 9:30 to 9:50. And parents, you'll come with your student. Whatever your student arrival time is, that's when you can come. From 10 to 10:20, we'll greet the students presenting the design and production portfolios. And then later in the day from 1 to 1:30 will be the auditioning students with last names starting N through Z. And again, everybody's gonna have plenty of time with the colleges. This is a little snapshot of the schedule. You'll get so much more information when you check in. Everybody, when you check in, you're going to get an orientation opportunity. So you know exactly where you're going throughout the day, where you need to be, when, what all the opportunities are. So over on the left side of the screen, you'll see those check-in times again. But as you'll see, we do our portfolio reviews in the morning. We'll talk more about that. And auditions pretty much run all day. And students will have the opportunity, if you're auditioning in the morning, you'll meet with the colleges after your audition. If you're auditioning in the afternoon, you will have some time both before and after your audition. The college fair closes around 5:30 or when everyone has completed their day. The colleges do wait and try to make sure that they can stay until they have seen every student. So if they pack up earlier than that, it's because they've seen everyone, but you'll have plenty of time to meet with everybody. You'll see there that we talk about audition callbacks. So after our auditions, we have a process called callbacks, and I'm going to talk a little more about that, but that's when you are visiting more intentionally with some of the colleges. So our audition protocols, anyone who is auditioning, you will go into a theater, a small black box theater, in groups of about 15 students. You will sit with your fellow students on the side of the theater, and all of the college representatives, and again, there's about 25 colleges, they'll be seated in front of you. Now, it's important to know that not all of the colleges that attend College Day will have someone in the audition room, and not all of them will have someone viewing their portfolios, your portfolios. The reason for that is some of our colleges bring a big team of people, and some of our colleges are in production. They might only be able to send 1 or 2 folks. So we do keep track and let you all know throughout the day who is in the audition room, who is in the portfolio room, and we have checks and balances in place to make sure you're seeing everybody, whether you see them in the room or later in the day. But there's just no guarantee that everyone will be in that room. I will say almost everyone is in the audition room and in the portfolio room. So if you are a student that is presenting an audition piece, when it's your turn, you will have 60 seconds to perform a monologue. Everybody's going to do a monologue who's auditioning, and you will start with your monologue. You'll say, "My name is," and "my audition number is," and you'll start your monologue. And we'll review all of that morning of, don't worry. And then you have the option, if you would like to sing, you have 16 bars or 16 measures of music. We will, at the end of today, talk a little bit about some other workshops that we have coming up. And one is an audition prep workshop where you can get some really great tips for how to choose your material and how to perform those pieces. But these are kind of the nuts and bolts, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you have. So your monologue comes first. You don't need to say what play your monologue is from or what musical your song is from or the title of your song. Just name, number, right into your monologue, and then right into your 16 bars if you are singing. You do not have to sing. We will have a live accompaniment a live accompanist. We have two fabulous accompanists that are working with us throughout the day. They're from the Elon Musical Theater Program, and they do a wonderful job. They play for us almost every year, and they will make sure when you come in the audition room, they'll chat with your group and make sure you know what they need from you. And what they're going to need is your music in a binder that's easy for them to manage, that's clearly marked with start and stop. And so they're going to just make sure they know where they're starting and when they're stopping. And they're going to ask you how you would like to start. Would you like your first note on the piano, or would you like them to go right in? So they'll go over all of that with you. And again, the upcoming workshops about auditioning will give you some even more tips about working with your accompanist and setting yourself up for success. You cannot bring a recorded track, and you cannot sing unaccompanied. It's best for everyone if you use the accompanist. They're fabulous. And so definitely take advantage of that. As soon as you finish auditioning, so your group of 15, you'll watch each other audition. Everybody will do a fabulous job. You'll clap for everybody at the end, and then you'll head out of the audition room. And right after your audition, we will do what we call post callbacks. So just like auditions that you do for a play, callback means we want to see more from you. So it does not mean you're going to do another audition, right? You're only doing one audition at college day. But what it does mean is that a college is very interested in talking with you. So if you perform your audition and you see there will be callback sheets that will escort you to, and you'll see which schools call you back. So if you see that UNC Greensboro has called you back, what that means is they really like you and they want to talk to you. Go to their table and talk with them. So you'll all get lots of callbacks, lots of folks will be interested in you. But another hugely important thing to know is the callbacks don't really matter, right? This is your day. This is your experience. You get to decide who you talk to, and we recommend that you talk to everybody. Definitely go talk to those schools that call you back, but you talk to everybody, get all of the information and find out what's best for you. So lots of great experiences to take advantage of at the event and lots of great people to talk to. If you are presenting a portfolio, the way this is going to work, and there's some helpful pictures here that give you some examples, you're going to bring your stuff. Now, when I say bring your stuff, that's pretty vague because it really is bring your stuff. What do you have that can demonstrate what you're interested in and the work that you have done? Don't panic if you haven't done a lot of work. If you are interested in costume design, but you've never costumed a play, that's okay. Bring whatever represents your interest. Do you have drawings? Do you have fabric swatches that you are intrigued by? Anything that you have worked on in any way, even if it's just been in your own head, in your own bedroom. And we do have a workshop coming up where you can learn more about what to bring for portfolio review and how to best demonstrate your interests. But portfolio can sound kind of big and intimidating, like it's something that there's a right way to put it together. And there is not a right way to put together a portfolio. You are bringing whatever you have that can showcase your work. So we've had students bring mannequins that they display costumes on, or heads that they do makeup design on. We've had students bring headphones that the college representatives can listen to sound design. But we've also had students, again, just bring samples of ideas and sketches. If you're a stage manager, bring a prompt book that you've done for a show, or anything that can show how you organized your rehearsal and production process. Anything that you have that will start the conversation. So the way the portfolio review setup works is each student gets a table, and parents, you're going to be able to go into the room and help your students set up. So everybody can carry pieces. You go into the room, you set everything up. We'll do an orientation, and then parents get to leave because parents can't be in the audition room or the portfolio room when the colleges are there. So parents get to leave and go visit the college fair. And for the next 2 hours or so, the college representatives are going to come in and talk with you. They're just going to free flow around the room, one at a time, come up to you and talk to you about your work, what you're interested in, and what their school has to offer. You are going to have a checklist of all the colleges, and you're going to check off everybody that comes your way and everybody that you see. And then we don't do callbacks for portfolios because you're going to track who you've seen. And anyone that doesn't make it into portfolio review to talk with you, you're going to go find them at the college fair. So you can make sure you've talked to everybody, because trust me, all of the colleges want to talk to the portfolio students, because there's a smaller pool of you all and a big pool of them. And they definitely want to meet you. So we do that for a while. And then parents, you'll be given a time to come back, and you'll come back and help pack up. You'll go to lunch, and then you'll come back to the college fair and visit any of the schools you didn't see in the morning, or schools that you want to have further conversations with. While portfolio review is going on, parents will be visiting the college fair, collecting information, so you can say, ooh, we really got to go talk to this school. I thought they were really good. So lots of things to do while you're waiting on your students to finish up portfolio review. So registration is open now. You have until November 16th to register, which is just a couple of days before the event. And those webinars that I mentioned, these workshops that are coming up on Monday, November 7th, we are doing an audition technique workshop. And this is with Tyler McKenzie. Some of you may have met Tyler. He's done other events for NCTC before, but he is a fabulous actor. He went to high school in North Carolina. He found his school at College Day, at NCTC College Day. He found Western Carolina University. He had a wonderful experience there. He's now performing all over the country in the Hamilton National Tour. And so he's going to do an audition technique workshop. He's so good at this. He can help you figure out what kind of material you should prepare, any tips and tricks. He's got lots of tips and tricks. So don't miss that, students and parents. If your student is not here on the webinar, please make sure you invite them to come to this workshop. And then if you're thinking about presenting a portfolio, we've got a great workshop for that as well. We've got several college faculty who are going to come on and talk about what they're looking for, what they would like to see from you, and what their experience is like at College Day, how they can figure out who's a good fit for their program. So don't miss those upcoming webinars. And I think I can stop the share now and take your questions and get a drink of water. So if you have questions, please feel free to drop them in the chat or just raise your hand. Come on screen if you like. I am sure I did not cover everything. Will the audition prep workshop be recorded? Tiffany, I believe we are recording that. Is that correct?
We did not last year.
Okay, we would need to get permission from our presenter. Right. So let us check on that. It's best to come live if you can, because Tyler is very interactive. Tyler, you're going to chat with him. So we will check with him though about recording. If you registered for College Fair only, can I change the registration to portfolio review? Yes, you absolutely can. You are going to email Justin@nctc.org, and Tiffany's going to drop that email in the chat, and Justin will help you get that changed. That is no problem. What sorts of things will the colleges want to talk about? Can you recommend any questions? Yes, we can. We have a list that we put together that's going to be in the program. Tiffany is going to pull that up while I chat, so she can give you some good questions there. But I think one of the things that all of the students and parents come into this event feeling like, I've got to impress, right? I've got to get picked. And the feel when you get there, you will quickly realize is the exact opposite. The colleges are there to get picked. They are nervous to get picked, right? So they are going to be selling you on their program, and they're going to come with information. When you walk up to the table, they're going to say, hi, how are you? What's your name? What are you interested in? Where do you go to school? Where do you want to live? What are you, they're going to talk. Right. And so you can definitely have some questions ready for them, but they are definitely going to want to get to know you. And so you don't have to feel the pressure to bring all the questions, but I'll let Tiffany share a few of the questions that we have suggested that you be ready to ask. And these are in your program for the day, so you'll be handed it when you arrive. Oh, here we go. What types of financial aid do you offer, right? Do you have scholarships? Do you have merit scholarships in the arts? So can I get a scholarship based on my test scores? Can I get a scholarship based on my talent? What is your average class size? That's a huge one, right? How big are the classes that you're going to be in? Study abroad. I know some of our schools have really cool study abroad programs. Work study. If you are going to have a financial aid package that has work study, does the theater department offer work study, or are you going to need to do that somewhere else? asking the college students, what's your favorite thing about your program? Why did you pick this program? What do you like the most about your program? What shows are you doing? Do you offer a major in theater education? We have some schools that have theater education, but they don't all. So if that's something you're thinking about, even if you're not sure about, you might want to know if they have that as an option. So what are your majors and minors? Do you have musical theater? Do you have set design? Do you have concentrations? Do you have a BA and a BFA or just a BA? Lots of questions you can ask around the degrees. You can ask, what is a BA? What is a BFA? What's the difference? You might get different information from different schools. We do have an FAQ on our website that'll tell you some of the answers to those questions. I will tell you that BA programs are a little more broad-based, a little more liberal education-based, where you're going to learn lots of things in lots of disciplines. You're going to learn how to build sets. You're going to have some acting experience. You might stage manage a show. BFA programs tend to be a little more focused in the one specific area that you want to work in. So if you know for sure that you want to do musical theater, then you might be looking for a BFA musical theater. If you know you want to do theater, but you're not sure of the exact kind of theater or type of job you'd like to have, but you know you want to do theater, a BA program might be the best fit for you. So talk with them about their BA, BFAs, minors, that sort of thing. Are we allowed to double major? Some schools allow theater students to double major, some frown upon it or simply do not allow it. This is a great thing to ask the college students. What else is there to do where you live, right? I'm not going to be in the theater the whole time, I don't think. And then do you have an active student-led theater group? So are your students producing shows, or are they all faculty produced shows? Is there a chance for me to write? Is there a chance to create new work? Do you do an annual showcase? Do you have a variety show that we can show other talents in, a one-act play festival? Do you do, or other showcase? Yes. So an annual student showcase is typically when students go to New York or in front of other casting agents and present their work, right? That's what we call a showcase, but there's all kinds of showcases that can be done too. And do first-year students get cast in main stage shows? Some programs, right from the beginning, you can audition for main stage shows. Some you need to be a little older, a little further on before you are considered. So those are some of our questions. We will have at College Day, we have a great team of volunteers that'll be all over the event. They'll kind of be hovering around and asking if you need help with anything. They can help you come up with more questions. All of our volunteers, for the most part, have theater degrees and work in theater. So they can tell you about their experiences with schools and how you might find your best fit school. So we got a question about, can we request to be part of the earlier audition process? You can certainly request it. Again, email justin@nctc.org. But we do need to keep the group spread out throughout the day. But I would just recommend getting that request in as soon as possible. It's quite the administrative challenge to move folks around. So get your information in and get that request to Justin, and we will do the best that we can. What other questions do you have? On average, how many students attend College Day? A couple hundred, around 200-ish. Yep, it just varies. Sometimes 3, sometimes under 200. Everything changed with COVID, of course. We're growing back like everything. In the registration form, is the favorite roles, jobs, positions you have held in productions? Yes, yes. That is, what have you done in theater? Your favorite, either acting roles or I stage managed. Yep, absolutely. What other questions can I help you with? Any concerns that you have about, is this event right for me? And you're, of course, welcome to reach out to us individually as well if you don't want to ask a question here in this forum. Tiffany can drop my email in the chat as well. I'm happy to chat with anyone. Can you attest to how competitive acceptance into BFA programs tends to be across North Carolina and the US as a whole? I don't have any data in my head on this, but it definitely 100% varies school to school. There are programs in North Carolina that are very competitive, that would have a very low acceptance rate. And then there are some BFA programs around the state that are not as hard to get into. I think your very best bet is to get in front of everybody and see what your options are, right? See who has said that was an awesome audition, we want to talk with you. I think if you are picking and choosing programs like one needs to do, then you're going to face more challenges. But coming to an event like this where you can get in front of 25 programs, many of which who have BFAs, is one hurdle around that, right? Go ahead and see what they think, right? See, they will invite you to come audition again if you need to audition again. But it varies dramatically, right? There's schools like Elon. Elon will not be watching auditions at this event. They have their own system that they use, and it's a highly competitive program. UNCG has a BFA that is newer, younger. Can't imagine that it's as difficult to get in. That doesn't mean it's not a great program, a challenging program. There are tons of options. And I would say don't be married to the BFA, right? You might be surprised at what you find at College Day. You might fall in love with a school that doesn't offer a BFA. You can still get incredible training in a BA program. But BFAs are great too. Tiffany, am I forgetting anything?
I don't think so. I think we ranged broadly there.
I would definitely recommend coming back for those audition and portfolio workshops. We did those for the first time last year. I mean, we've done workshops in the past, but you're getting a similar workshop to what we did last year. Tyler was with us last year, and the students who attended said they were hugely helpful. Tyler is just a sweetheart. He's going to make you feel better about any nerves that you have. And then the faculty that will present at the portfolio workshop, they're going to ease your mind as well. They're going to tell you just bring what you have, and they're going to give you some examples of things they've seen that helped them figure out if a student was right for their school. So please come back and take advantage of those workshops. How do BAs versus BFAs translate to career opportunities? And are there any other schools like Elon that are definitely not part of the auditions? No, there are no other schools that are definitely not part of the auditions. UNCSA will be in the audition room. UNCG will be in the audition room. Pretty much everyone that comes will be in the audition room. They may, get a phone call and get pulled out and miss a group, right? They may just not have enough people and decide that they're going to rather spend their time at the college fair. It's not that they don't want to be in there. All of them want to be in there. It's more of just managing their own time for the day. And if they miss a group, you will go and talk with them. No, Elon will not have a booth. Elon will not be at this event. It's a great school. They won't be here. So how do BAs and BFAs translate to career opportunities? I used to be a casting director. That was one of my jobs before I was running NCTC. And I never once asked an actor if they had a BA or a BFA. I didn't even glance at that part of their resume. When we were calling folks into audition, we were looking at their credits, and then we were looking at their audition. Now, that doesn't mean that if you have really strong BFA training, you won't have a stronger audition, right? But truly for performers, when you're talking about acting, your auditions are what set your career path. Your auditions are what gets you your jobs. So it's really about, do you think you're going to get the right kind of training to get you into the right kind of audition mode, right? BAs are pretty much everyone that works in the theater industry has a BA. BFAs are a little more rare. There just aren't as many programs that do that. And many folks like myself get a BFA or a BA because we just know we want to work in theater, but we don't want to audition all the time. I was terrified of auditioning. That did not go well for me. So most of us that are working in year-round full-time jobs have BAs in theater. So if you know for sure that all you want to do is perform an audition, then the BFA might be the way to go. If you know that you really love theater, but you're not sure if you want to spend your life auditioning, then a BA might be what's better for you. BAs and BFAs are not the last decision you're going to make about your career, right? There are grad programs, there are future training opportunities, there's all kinds of things you're going to do after college that will help set your pace. I know it feels like a big decision, and it of course is a big decision, but it's not going to harm your career either way, whatever you choose. And once you start school, you can always change your path once you're in school as well. Lots of people that end up in BFA programs start in BA programs and vice versa. So you encourage students to audition even if they aren't seniors ready to commit. Oh, that's a great question. I meant to cover this. So yes, if you are ready to audition, if you feel good about auditioning, you've got your monologue, you've got your song, you're ready to go. Yes, absolutely audition. The crazy thing is that colleges really are recruiting you starting in the 9th grade. They are gonna keep track of you and stay in touch with you and keep an eye on you. And they're gonna invite you to come see shows on campus. They may even come see your shows, but they are interested in talking with you about college as soon as you're ready to talk about college. Now, I say that, and you may encounter a couple of professors at the college fair that are simply like, oh no, we're only looking for juniors. Because some of the colleges have kind of already reached the point where they're building their senior class, right? They work on it that early. Is it too late for seniors to get offers is the next question. It is not too late. It is almost too late for some of the schools. If you are interested, if you are at college day and you find out you're interested, you are going to have to turn around stuff quickly if you're a senior, but it's not too late. And it's not too early if you're in the 9th grade. So if you feel good about auditioning or presenting a portfolio, or if you feel okay about it, go ahead and do it. But you can also absolutely just come and talk to the colleges. You do not need to feel pressure at 9th grade to come and present an audition or a portfolio. And you do not need to feel pressure at any age, right? You can be a senior and not want to audition or present a portfolio. That's totally fine. There's a college for everyone that wants to major in theater in North Carolina. Would it be too late for scholarship offers for seniors? No, no. It's possible that some of the schools will be right on that line. They're going to rush you along. It's possible that some of them may say it's too late, but no, in general, they are still there to recruit seniors. We wouldn't have seniors coming if they were not able to recruit seniors. You're getting into territory where I'm not a college admissions person, so I'm not the best expert. There are early deadlines, some early acceptance deadlines that may have already passed, and there may be financial aid tied to that. Again, I'm not an expert on that, but what I can tell you is these colleges that are coming are there to recruit everybody, and they will find a way to get you in. And if it's too late, it's not the school for you. You'll find another one. But they can definitely get into the weeds of some of that discussion. I don't want to give you too much incorrect information, but I know they're all there to recruit students in grades 9 through 12. Okay, does anyone have any final questions? Please feel free to reach out to us at any time. There's lots of information on our website. There's an FAQ section where you can read lots of good tips. There are portfolio tips and audition tips, and come back to those workshops. We would love to see you there, and we would love to see you at College Day. It's an awesome event. I wouldn't be selling it like this if I didn't think so. We wouldn't keep doing it if we didn't think it was cool. We don't have time to do things that aren't cool. So those of you that have been to play festivals know that NCTC is a tiny operation run by tons of volunteers, and our volunteers would not come together to do this work every year if it wasn't important. We're a nonprofit organization. There are members of almost all of our members of our board of directors actually found their theater program at NCTC College Day. So they love coming back year after year to help run the event. And then many of them teach in the colleges. So they're wearing both hats at the event. They're recruiting and they're part of the volunteer team. So we wouldn't do this if it wasn't something that was successful for our colleges. It's a service to the colleges, but also to all of you. So I hope you will come. I promised a good time, and yeah, we hope to see you there. Please reach out if you have any questions at all. We're happy to help get you to the event. Thanks, everybody.